So guys, back again, I know, but this is on a different subject. This is a little bit of a catch-up on that carving. The stick and the nativity. I've got wood. Real wood. Yes, so I just thought I'd let you know about that. And what I've also got here, I've just been playing each shed. And this is a little alcohol burner. Like a Bunsen burner if you want. We have alcohol here because we use not to drink but for the fondue set, and I use it for my alcohol stoves as well, and it's pretty cheap. It's about 250 francs a litre. I've got about 10, you see it's not full, I don't know whether you can see that, it's not full. I've got about 10 centilitres in there, but about a tenth of bottle, might be a little bit more. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to set that up in my greenhouse now, and I'll do it like a plant pot heater, and I'm going to monitor it. I say now, it'll probably be about 4 o'clock this afternoon when I get that in there, and I'm going to set it up and put it in a tin and put plant pot over it, and I'm going to see how if it improves actual temperature in the greenhouse. I'll do a little video on it. There'll be another video, but hey, if you don't want to watch, you don't have to, do you? But I thought I'd just let you know about that. That's something that's going to be coming up. There'll probably be a video on that tomorrow. I don't know how long it'll burn. I did think about setting it off and putting a time-lapse camera on it, but I thought, well, I'll figure it out. I'll put it in greenhouse. I'll check on it later on tonight and see how many hours I get out of it. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how well it'll do, but again, I could always put more fuel in it. That's the other point, and that'll burn like a candle, but it burns hotter than a candle. So we'll see how it goes. I have seen, obviously, like I say, I've used stoves myself, and I've seen some other ideas which that seems a little bit less dangerous than some other ideas I've seen. Candle work is a good idea, but you have to keep replacing them. I can't get them here. You know, I've looked for 12-hour candles, can't get them. And I've seen bigger candles here that cost like 10-15 francs. I'm not paying 10 quid a night. If I can get 2 or 3, if it costs me a couple of francs a night, even, you know, even hopefully less. But say this stuff, this alcohol's cheap and easily available here. So, in fact, I've even seen a bigger one. I'm sure it's an alcohol-based one, but I can get 5 litres. But I'm not sure. I can't remember how much it were. But I'm sure it'll be cheaper than buying litre bottles. But anyway, I'll get on with this video. It's nice to be nice. So, guys, I managed to find some wood for the nativity. I just thought I'd show you the rest of these. There's a lot of, I think there's about 10 fridge magnets as well. They're on fridge. But these, what I've got so far. This guy needs painting. This is modelled on one of Doug Outside's patterns, what he did. Little Indian fella. I did it slightly different. I've got some more painting to do, and as I said, I got wood. This was the first piece I bought. This is linden, and it was a small chunk. Now the small piece cost me 4.5 francs, but I went and bought this piece today to do nativity. Now it says on there Schnitzelholz, which again linden, 22 francs for that chunk, so it's not cheap. And I did, as I say, I bought a small piece and I've got some more pieces out of it, so I did another little Indian to go with this fella. So he's got a friend, little girl, little lady, and I'll show you stick as well. I ain't got much done on that. I've done some, but not enough. Reason being it's really hard work on it. It's sycamore, and well, I'll show you and explain as I show you. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put a little jute bridle on him and have him trying to pull him. So I might actually mount that on a block and have him trying to pull his ass, so to speak. But I'll show you the stick. Hang on a sec, I'll set the camera up so I can show you better. What I might end up doing again with these as well is doing a shelf to put them on. Again, people have been asking me how much Now, if I were doing just fridge magnets, I want like $20 each for them, plus post and packaging if anybody wants them. Wages here are quite high. I know how many hours I put into them, and at that, I'm still under my hourly rate if I were to go to work for an hour on my job, and I'll still have to pay tax on it. So, just a fridge magnet is 20. If you're looking at anything like this, you're looking at about $45. Anything bigger, you're looking about 55. I prefer doing that size. They're quite nice to do. You can get enough detail in it. The thing is, again, with this linden as well, it takes the knife much better. So that's just information. If anybody asks me, then that's what it is. I don't care if I don't sell them. I didn't do them to sell them. I did them for fun. I started doing them when I couldn't work due to an injury, so it's not for anything else. As I say, I've given a few away. This is not all of them. I'll give a few away to a friend of mine who did some stuff for me. So in his little craft. But I'll show you the stick. So hang on a minute. Is that better? I've put 6 fish on it. They're not all finished out. First one's got the scales on. Others have got detail but not fully finished. And what I'm saying is, with this, to actually carve it with a knife is extremely difficult. it's like well, it's very, very, very hard wood. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to use my Dremel type tool on it, and my Dremel type tool has given up the ghost. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save my pennies and get a Dremel, and I'm going to carry on with that. But I'm only going for 6 fish here to here. I'm not going any further down. Don't see point. And depending on how easy it is with Dremel, finishing stuff up and getting detail in it, it's a practice project as a sort of thing. I mean, it still wants lots of work, but it will get finished when I get a Dremel. So I thought that'd do you the update. That big piece there, as I say, I'll be able to get the nativity out of it. I've got a couple of fridge magnets I've got to do for somebody who asked me, and I've got a couple that I'm going to do for a present for another friend of mine. So, but I'll be doing nativity as well, because as I say, I just had no chance of getting wood. And what I've been using is pine, and pine's not very good. It doesn't take detail well. It crushes even with a sharp knife. And now I've found linden. It makes life a lot easier. It's a little bit harder to cut than pine, but it cuts so much nicer. So that's the update. Nice to be nice.